review. But Scoot, I know you got something for the people.
Yes.
With Scoot,
so I have one long form. So I did. All right. I have one long form story, which of course it'll be separated for peeps. It can kind of be made into a little bit of a hot tag type situation. But gentlemen, did y'all know WWE was doing their 50 greatest tag teams of all time?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
WWE was doing their 50 greatest tag teams of all time.
Like they're doing this, or this is already done.
It's officially done as of Tuesday.
Okay.
And who they chose number one has been having people in major tiffs and tizzies.
Okay.
And also, too, it was kind of messed up because Brizongo was the host of the show.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was a little just like fucked up. But yeah, so the reason why I say it's going to be a long form because I didn't see the specials on Peacock, but I do have a list of all 50 teams.
Okay.
And I'm going to just round them off. And then when we get to the top 10, I guess that's where we can kind of discuss it. Because like I said, number one has been having people for major debates. And I'm pretty sure, I'm surprised y'all haven't saw it yet.
I didn't even know they were doing it. But then again, I rarely keep tabs on like WWE shit outside of like the bullet points of shit. So
I can agree with that because I forgot they were specials, and I already thought they already had announced number one until they came out Tuesday. But number 50, the Bushwhackers. 49, Too Cool. Name. I know, right?
Nice.
48, the Quebecers. 47, Smoking Guns. 46, Strike Force. 45, the Headshrinkers.
Fuck it. Maybe I'm missing Strike Force.
Yeah, I don't remember them either.
Because
they don't sound familiar to me either.
Oh, wow. Okay. Rick Martel and Tito Santana. Yeah, I didn't even know they had a tag team name.
Okay.
But all right. Yeah.
Strike Force 45. That was Strike Force. 44, Kane and X-PAC.
Okay.
43, Batista and Flair.
Really?
Well, don't forget they won the tag team titles together.
Yeah, true, but yeah, all right.
42, Mercury and Melina. Mercury and not Morrison. What was his original name?
Johnny Nitro.
So Eminem.
Yeah.
Eminem was 42. 41, Nasty Boys.
Okay.
40, Rated RKO.
Okay.
39. I know, right? 39, Kendrick and London. They should be higher.
They should be higher. I was about to say that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
38, DIY. 37, World's Greatest Tag Team, Haas and Benjamin.
Yeah.
36, Money Inc.
35.
Yeah. 35, Jericho, or Chris Jericho and the Big Show. 34, Natural Disasters, which was earthquake and tsunami, wasn't it?
No, it was is it Avalanche? Was it Avalanche?
It was something like I know earthquake was one of them. It was earthquake and the other name. I'll let you look that up.
Typhoon. Earthquake and Typhoon.
Typhoon. There you go. 33, Street Profits. 32, the Brisco brothers.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
You said Street Profits. My bad. When you said Street Profits, my mind went straight to Crime Time.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't
think they're on this list. Now that you
they're
said
not
that.
even on the list. I just
because they never won the tag titles. That's why I was going to ask.
Wait a minute. Tag titles. 31, the Bludgeon brothers, Harper and Rowan. Number 30, Bulldog and Owen Hart.
They should be higher.
Huh?
They should be higher.
29, Miz and Morrison. 28, The Bar. 27, Team Hell No. 26, Nikolai, Volkoff and the Iron Sheik. 25, Los Guerreros. 24, the APA. 23, the Blackjacks. What's that one I met? 22, surprisingly, the Shield.
I don't know how I feel about that yet.
21, surprisingly, DX, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Sneaking in at the number 20 spot, the Undisputed Era. 19, the Soul Patrol, Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas. 18, Professor Toru Tanaka and Mr. Fuji. 17, the Steiner Brothers. 16, Rock and Sock Connection. 15, the Wild Samoans. 14, the Rockers. 13, the Mega Powers. 12, the Valiant Brothers. 11, Demolition.
Okay.
All right. So I'm pretty sure things are starting to click in your heads massively. All right. So let's start with number 10, the British Bulldogs.
Think you could swap the Shield with them. No disrespect, but
David Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid.
Granted, they did revolutionize some shit.
Yeah, I don't see that's where it's difficult because I don't know if I would put them at number in the top 10.
Okay,
I would definitely put them in the top 20.
Yeah.
But because I put Bulldog and Owen a little bit higher than that, but I understand why they did it because it makes sense. Historically, it makes a lot of sense. But when you think about the overall list in itself, it's kind of hard to figure why they put them there because you think of, tag teams like Rock and Sock Connection. It's like, why would they put them as high as they did if it wasn't for popularity? So, it's the criteria for where they would put certain people is really off to me when I hear it. So, yeah.
Now, granted, since I didn't watch none of the specials, I don't know exactly what was the criteria. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it was impact, championship reigns, talent, skill, who's involved, all of the above.
True.
All right. Number 9, the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and Undertaker.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Number 8, which I would have put them in the top 5 personally, the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, they definitely. I would have put them at number 2, to be perfectly honest. I mean, you think about impact, in-ring, I would have put them at number 2. Personally.
Number 7, which a lot of people been up in a tizzy about that they should have been in the top 5, the Usos.
Yes. Usos and New Day should have easily been. I mean, of course, they belong in the top 10 for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, I would say that they belong in the top 5 in my personal opinion.
Number 6, which been having a lot of people upset that because I've been going in random comment sections looking at this. Number 6, Legion of Doom.
This I would put them in the top 10 for a number of reasons.
Okay. Oh, definitely. I'll definitely put them in the top 10 for sure.
Mainly because their longevity and then moving across different brands and different promotions, they've been a staple in professional wrestling as a whole. And the fact that they're able to kind of reinvent themselves when you think about LOD 2000 and like the Attitude Era and still kind of pushing through and still winning tag titles then. So I would say, still top 10 for them.
All right. Here we are at the top 5. Number 5, the Dudley Boys.
Oh, I'm starting to see where they're going with this top 5. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's spoiled. I'm not gonna
So,
lie.
oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
So number 4, Edge and Christian.
Yep, kind of figured that's what they're. Yeah, this is exactly what they're doing.
Number 3, the Hart Foundation.
Okay. Wait, Harper did with Bret Hart and Jim Manville?
Yes, I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, I don't know because it could consider a faction too if they got like Undisputed Era. So it could be the whole foundation as a whole. Now, the main reason why a lot of people have been up in a tiff, number 2, the Hardy Boys. Because a lot of people say they should have been number 1.
Okay. I'm not gonna fully agree with them being number 1. Top 10, yes, but I would put just how they did with Dudley Boys and Edge and Christian. I would have put them pretty much back to back to back.
Yeah,
in that same category, and just put
Since Mr. Yeager has looked at it, I'm pretty sure out of deductive reasoning, Mr. Lip, who's the number 1 tag team of all time?
Oh, it's got to be New Day.
The New Day.
Ding, ding,
ding. Now, before you give your opinions, Big E went to Twitter. I know many will disagree with the list, but being named the greatest tag team of all time makes me reflect on our journey. I'm massively grateful for Kofi and Woods. I'm thankful we bet on ourselves and were unafraid to pursue a path that felt right for us. Now, there has been some people who I've seen in comment sections agree with this, and there's been a lot of people who were big mad. Of course, saying how was the Legion of Doom not in the top 10? Hardy Boys definitely should have been number 1. Why were the Usos not number 2 if New Day was 1? But there's been a lot of people kind of big mad at the fact that WWE chose the New Day as number 1.
Yeah, I'm not saying look at everything they've done.
Exactly. And of course, somebody was like, well, they're the Charlotte Flairs of the tag team division, which somebody backdoor and said they're the only people in the tag team division.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as saying that they're the Charlotte Flairs of the tag division. That's far from true. Now, the only problem I have with them being number 1 is kind of a twofold thing. One, it's kind of hard to gauge that because now you're looking at a tag team who is still employed by the company, who's still in the prime of their run as a tag team. And what's going to happen is then you will end up having a Charlotte Flair situation where they're trying to basically have them live up to that greatest tag team of all time moniker. There's the problem there, because then it makes all of their wins now very shallow.
Yes. I can agree with that.
And then think about the other side of that is the fact that now you're putting a lot of pressure on a current tag team right now by calling them the best tag team of all time when they are current.
Because the only other current tag team on this list is the Street Profits.
And the Usos.
Now, they did have a honorable mention where I think they did mention women tag teams. I can't remember exactly who. But they did mention some women tag teams. But yeah, with only out of 50 teams, 3 teams are the only team current. Yes, Undisputed Era are all still wrestling, but they're still not UE. Yeah, Gargano and Ciampa are still wrestling, but they're not DIY. So,
Miz and Morrison.
And Miz and Morrison. So four active teams out of 50.
Oh wait, and Street Profits.
Well, I'm counting Street Profits.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Profits, Usos, New Day, Miz, and Morrison. Those are the only active teams. So, and like you said, that's going to put a lot of pressure. So it's kind of one of those situations to where what can you necessarily do with them if y'all are not pushing a tag team division? Because at least in Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, and Dudley's case, they each had each other to keep kind of interchanging and swapping the belts around, but it does put a lot more pressure on Woods, Kofi, and E.
Yes, it does.
Hardy's, Edge and Christian, and Dudley's, of course, top 5, because that's, I feel,
yes,
if anything, that's your golden age of wrestling at that point, or at least for the 90s.
Yes. I can 100% agree with you on that.
What they're going to end up having to do is they're going to have, because I mean, especially with Woods handling his stuff, his obligations outside of WWE, they're going to need to start pushing Kofi and E as singles competitors to as far as a palate cleanser, so that way they can watch this whole controversy, because I don't think it's that controversial as people from what I see.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, because like literally this was one of the first times where I perused comment sections to see what the people were saying, and there were a lot of people. There were some people kind of saying, yeah, in due time, but a lot of people were definitely saying the Hardy Boys should have been number 1.
I can also agree to that.
Oh, absolutely.
I can mainly agree to it now is because the New Day is still current.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I would give it to the Hardys now, is New Day is current. I mean, yeah, the New Day is still current. So they can still go on to do even crazier things. Same thing with the Usos, same thing with the Prophets. Hell, even Miz and Morrison might fuck around and start, whatever. So
they have to now, because with this ranking, they're going to have to do a lot.
Yeah, they got to start treating this shit like it's the Hall of Fame, because, you rarely see somebody get in the Hall of Fame that's like current. And half the time somebody's current, they're usually like a part-timer. So in these situations,
was like the only one because he was hurt.
Correct. And that's why I'm just like, I don't think you should have any current tag teams. Like DIY, perfectly fine, because I don't see them tagging ever again unless it's like some type of like special situation that's going on. Even in Miz and Morrison's case, you can still have them state that they could be in that in that talking point, because of the fact that they're, they wrestle when necessary as far as like tag team. They're not going after the tag titles at the moment. So yeah, it's I don't get WWE when they do shit like this, because it's just,
and, shouts out to Morrison for being on that list twice.
Billy
true that,
and
Billy Gunn and JBL.
Yeah, and JBL. So shouts out to them, whoever made it multiple times.
And Kane. Shout out to Kane. Big Kane, Big Red Machine.
Kane won it 3 times. Yeah, Kane had 3.
Okay, Kane did make it on 3 times. Yeah. Yep, Brothers of Destruction, Team Hell No,
and him and X-PAC.
Yep.
So yeah. But I think it's one of those situations to where I don't know why they do these things.
Yeah, same.
And because they come out of nowhere, and then they don't even make a big deal to even watch them. Like, it's just like, hey, if you ever go on the network via Peacock, these specials might be sitting here. And it's like, shouldn't y'all have promoted this more or something to get people to come watch it?
Yeah. Because I think they went through that whole like 3-week stretch where they were like pushing like all those documentaries on A&E, like for Booker T, for Mankind, or Mick Foley,
Steve Austin, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man.
Exactly. Yet, that you don't see this, and I think it could maybe it was a ploy. I don't know, because of all the controversy that's going on with all the releases and stuff. That could be the case where they just like, throw this shit out there, have them talk about this shit. But
like I said, I know it. I remember it started a couple of weeks back because I remember them talking about it. And since I never saw anything else on it, I thought it was already over. But then as soon as I load up IG Tuesday, first thing I see, WWE votes New Day as number 1 tag team, and I was like, oh, there's gonna be some upset people on this.
Yep. And it's weird, especially when to me, the top 2 tag teams in WWE right now are Usos and New Day.
Mm-hmm.
And you pretty much have like this new age Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian type feud going on with these two. Granted, it's not current right now because they're not feuding with each other, but they are that quintessential tag team of this era.
Yes,
that you link together.
Always intersect.
Correct. So, yeah, I think this is why you just can't. WWE did a disservice to them. Now, granted, they can dig themselves out of this situation, but
absolutely,
it's just the fact that WWE did do them a disservice with this. So, but yeah, I can understand why there is controversy within the IWC with this list, because again, the criteria doesn't make any sense. The people included in this list, it's all over the place. Like there's no way to say, okay, you know what? I can see why they're at this, here, and here. It seems like they just said, you know what? And it's like they made the list, and as they were going there, they started to remember tag teams that were like, oh shit, yeah, we got them, put them there. Oh wait, I remember them, put them there. To the point to where then you get to Dudley's at top 10. It's like, oh, Dudley's. Oh yeah. Edge and Christian too, because TLC. And they say Hardy Boys. Oh wait, we got to put Hardy Boys right because they were more popular, so we got to put them down this way.
Of course. Now you had some people. Oh, they didn't want to put the Hardy Boys number 1 because Matt's in AEW, and Christian. They didn't put them higher because Christian's in AEW, and they was like, fam, they were in the top 5.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
They were in the top 5.
And on top of that, they had Jericho and Big Show both on there. So technically it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So yeah, man. There's no right or wrong in the situation. It's just all just fucked up.
The timing of this, I don't know. If there are rankings for no reason,
and you raise a good point, because it's not like they're doing anything beneficial for their tag divisions on either show. So to have this list come out like this, it's like, well, does it really matter if the current show doesn't treat the tag team division as though it matters? So it's like, yeah.
Like if AEW had put out, all right, not trying to like mix the brands here, but if AEW had put out a top tag team list, it would have at least been more relevant so far, because they're saturated with tag teams.
Yes.
And tag teams that actually are, working. But it is what it is with WWE.
And that's what one person said too. One person I saw come and said, once again, this is a WWE list, because people were like, well, where was Harlem Heat? And all that. They're like, fam, this is a WWE WWF list. There were no WCW tag teams.
Except for were the Steiner Brothers? Oh, Steiner Brothers were in WWF.
The Steiner Brothers were. Yeah. So there were no WCW tag teams, because if WCW tag teams was on this list, that would be a completely reworked list.
And 100 greatest tag teams, because they would have had to add ECW in there too.
They would have to add ECW, so it would have been completely reworked. So they was like, "Calm down, people. At the end of the day, it's a WWE list. It's not like it's a world's greatest tag team list of all of wrestling and whatever. It was a WWE list, and if WWE feels their golden childs are the New Day, and they feel that they're the number 1 tag team, then who are we to, disagree with them? But yeah, it was a lot of people just up in arms over this list.
It's all me just crying.
Oh, it was a lot of tears. It was a lot of tears.
Take your salty tears somewhere else.
Don't make me be like Cartman.
Tears, yes.
Don't make me be like Cartman and just take your salty tears. But yeah, so you good?
Oh yeah. We straight.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so that was really the main news story I saw out of WWE.